Hi everyone, welcome back to Function Pilates. In today's postural therapy video, I want to do a quick picker-upper for those days when you are just lack of energy and just need a little boost of it. So I'm going to be using a foam block for the workout today. So we're going to get started lying on our back, and we're going to place the block underneath our hips here. So allow that block to be in a comfortable position for you. And then I just want you to start by taking those arms down beside you, flipping those palms up to really open wide through the shoulders and through the chest, expanding wide through the collarbone. And just take a moment to get present here as you just listen to your breath. Feel like your shoulders are getting lighter. Your mind is relaxing, slowing down any thoughts that you have here. And when you're ready, we can begin to just sway the knees from right to left, adding some very controlled windshield wipers. And the block is here to help elevate the hips in order to decompress the spine, which sometimes and creates stiffness through the small of the back. Try not to overdo it, but again, just take it into a very slow, comfortable pace so that you are just taking this opportunity to feel the stretch here that it creates for you. Now, if you're happy here, stay here. But if you'd like to bring those legs to tabletop, let's bring them to tabletop here. And then just again, do the same thing. It's just a very gentle sway. Maybe your range of motion isn't even as much as it was with the feet supported by the floor, but it feels a little different with those legs in the air here. Yes, nice gentle sway back and forth against the foam block. And then returning back to center when you're ready. So let's go ahead and pull that left knee deep into the chest and then straighten out that right leg. So I'm going to pull my left knee way into my chest. I'm going to point through my right toes to really elongate through the right side of the leg. Just opening up through the front of the hip, taking a breath in. I'm going to point and flex with my left foot. And then add circles all the way around in a clockwise position. And then let's take it counterclockwise. And then let's switch it. So let's pull that right knee deep into the chest, straighten out through that left leg. Pull it in, point out through those left toes to really enhance the stretch here through the front of the hip flexor. And then let's begin to point and flex with the right foot. And circle around. And then reverse it. And then relax it there. Perfect. So we're going to elevate the hips here to remove the block and place it between the knees. Okay, so from here, you're going to take those palms out, facing towards the ceiling again, and you want to be about hip distance apart, parallel with the feet. So if you need to take a glance here and make sure that they are, go ahead. You're going to press equally into the block there with both of your knees and release. So these are adductor presses. So you're going to feel the inner thighs here working. And what we're doing is trying to, again, realign through the hips and pelvis. Press. So you're going to find that one side you're going to want to dominate with. So if you need to pick up and look to see if you are dominating with one side, go ahead and do that. everything looks good, just try to relax your upper body and breathe. Perfect. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's interlace those hands together. Let's turn the thumbs side by side, and they're starting with the wrist above the shoulders. We're going to reach up and over our head here with our intention to touch the floor. If you feel like your elbows are going to bend on you, then you know you've hit your stopping point. So if you're right here and your elbows begin to bend, that's where we would pause. If you're able to maintain a straight position with the elbows and touch the floor, then go for the full range of motion. Our intention is to help to stretch the shoulders out and also stretch out through the upper back. This is also going to help to realign the shoulders if there is a misalignment there. And hopefully with each one you notice that it gets a little bit easier. Maybe you've got a little bit more range of motion. It's not feeling so sticky. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just like that. We're going to go back into those knee squeezes right here and squeeze together and release. Squeeze together and release. Together and release. So it's not very fast. It is very deliberate and intentional, keeping it at a slow pace. And we're doing 10, so we got 2 more. And last time, and release it. Right back up here. Thumbs are side by side. Fingers are interlaced, and repeat. Good, just getting long. And relaxing through your toes, so feeling fully supported by the floor here as your feet are pressing down. Good, we have 5 more here. And 2 more. And 1. Good. And then let's remove this block here and we're going to come up to all fours. So we're going to go right into a static extension. So you're going to align your shoulders over your wrists, but then I do want knees actually coming back behind your hips with a nice separation there through the knees. So we're going into static extension where you're just going to collapse down here. So I do want abs relaxed and trying to create a valley between your shoulder blades. Now, if you're feeling like it's compressing your spine too much, you can separate your knees a little bit wider here. But we're placing your pelvis in an anterior tilt so that we're stretching out the low back and placing it into extension. And then go ahead and carefully release and bring it back. Good. Okay. So now we're going to go into what we call a hero squat. So you're going to take those hands and interlace them behind the head. It's going to feel like work here, so I'm going to give you a heads up. You're going to go ahead and lift up to a kneeling position. If you need a knee pad, go ahead and place one underneath your knees. You're going to sit your hips back, but you're not going to go ahead and sit on your heels. You're hovering. Yeah, so you're going to feel your quads right away here working. And we're only going to do 5, so that's 2. Make sure you're breathing, not holding on to your breath. and lift. Let's try that one more time here, guys. All the way up and press. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go back to all fours here and we'll go into bird dog, but this time around, I do want knees underneath the hips, shoulders over those wrists here. You're gonna go ahead and reach your right arm with your left leg, reach, and then return back home. And left arm with the right leg, and return back home. So we're challenging your balance, we're exercising your brain with coordination, and you do have to use your abs here in order to stabilize the body. Beautiful. And let's do 2 more each way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we're going to go to our second set of heroes squats here. So another 5. Let's go interlace those hands behind the head. Once you're ready, let's lift it up. Up and hover. So this might create a little bit of heat in your body. And lift. Just hover those heels. Don't take a rest here. And lift. Good. 2. And 1 more time. Good. All right, so let's come to standing here. We're gonna do shoulder rolls. So hip distance apart there with the feet, okay? Now it's really important to keep those arms straight here because this is all being facilitated by the shoulder. So arms are straight. You're gonna roll your shoulders forward all the way. It's gonna wanna feel like you wanna bend your elbows here, okay? It's not gonna feel like you can get maybe a complete full circle if you're feeling stiff in those shoulders. All the way around. Yeah, exaggerate it. Get lots of movement here. Let your shoulders dance with it. Yeah. And let's take it for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go backwards. So take it back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Make sure you're glancing at your elbows, that they're not bending on you. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're gonna do another set of those. All right, so arms are straight again. Shake it out if you need to. Take that deep breath and then begin to roll it forward. Again, maybe you're getting a little bit more of the hang of it. It does feel a little bit like coordination. But again, if you need to go slower, if faster makes you want to hunch over, take it down a notch. Don't go as fast. Yeah, so lift and forward for 3, 2, 1, and then let's go backwards. 10, 9. It's common to feel like your shoulders are on fire here or they're getting tighter. It's because we're contracting them. So if you have any neck pain or any tension, you know, if you're sitting at your desk, this is going to be a great little exercise here just to release some of that unwanted tension. 2, and then 1. Good. Okay, so from this position, you're going to bring your arms out in front of you. We're going to go into your stork walks here. So you're still parallel with the feet, and you're bringing your right knee up to your right arm, left knee up to your left arm. So the one thing with this exercise is that basically most people are going to want to bring their arms down. So try to maintain that shoulder sleepwalking position here. Up, up. And again, we are exercising through the hips. So you're going to feel those quads working. You got it. Stay with it. And try to keep parallel. Try to place that foot exactly down where you picked it up from. So if you feel like you're drifting or walking forward, walking backward, pay attention to all that. And we're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, from this position, we're going to go into our elbow curls. So you're going to take your golfer's grip to the temples, thumbs to your chin, pull those elbows together. 15. Open and close. Now I like to angle my elbows down a little lower so that I don't feel like I'm shrugging my shoulders up high. So pay attention to what you're feeling and then careful not to break through the wrist here. You want to maintain a nice neutral position of the wrist. Open and close. Open and close. Yeah, we have it here. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All right, final thing today. You're going to interlace those hands. You're going to reach up towards the ceiling. You're going to look up because we hardly ever look up, and we need to exercise those muscles back there too. So again, reach, extend the spine, breathe. Maybe relax through your jaw. We're almost there, another 5 seconds. And then go ahead and relax and come back down. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.